Hello. Welcome back to another video. My name is Gemma, and we are here again for more Women's Prize, plodding and waffling and all that jazz. And today we have our fabulous guest, Sarah from Freshly Read Books, as well as obviously my usual co-hosts, Charlie and Alice. And Harry's bum is also
Harry is facing the wrong way
today. Harry's a bit miffed because he wanted to go outside and he's not allowed.
Outside time's finished.
Yeah, playtime is over. So yes, I do have banners and the like. So let me see if I can. Oh no, that's the wrong one. This is the one. Welcome to Sarah.
Hi,
Oh dear. So Sarah, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to. I feel like we talked about this so long ago. I was like, oh, I can't. I kept like, is it time yet? Like, did I? I forgot how long you have for Women's Prize.
It does go on a while.
Yeah.
On a while. So yes, if there's anyone in the comments, obviously just let us. Oh, there are people in the comments. I'm just behind. I'm having one of those days today where everything just feels a little bit overwhelming. So we have Elizabeth, hello, and Glenda, and Jennifer may have to bob in and out this week. That is fine. And we have Paris, Texas, and Charlie. I cancelled speaking an Italian octogenarian. Speaking to an what is an Italian octogenarian when it's at
70 or 80-year-old.
An 80-year-old Italian person, I assume.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that makes sense.
You should have invited them to join the vlog.
Yeah, right.
And Sandy is here. And it aligns with lunch break. Yes, we did that on purpose.
Yeah.
We definitely did that on purpose. Oh, and Jen is here, who was our last guest, I think.
She was.
Was that like 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Kate, Dorota, and Ariane. Hello, everyone. So, before we get into chaotic conversation, which is usually where these pods go, we're gonna ask Sarah, what have you read from the long list to date?
Ooh. Okay.
And you remember,
right? I've definitely read all of the shortlist. I know that. Okay. But outside of that, I'm trying to remember. Oh, Homesick.
Yes.
And I feel like there's one other one. Oh, Bandit Queens, of course. Love Bandit Queens.
That was a good book.
But yeah, I think that's it. And then it's all been just from the shortlist.
So have you got a favorite?
Yes. Yeah. I grabbed it from my bookshelf too, just to be ready. Black Butterflies is my favorite. From the long list, I don't know. Bandit Queens might be my favorite from the entire long list, but for sure, short list, Black Butterflies is my favorite.
Interesting.
So good.
I
was kind of glad it was the only one I wasn't able to get from the library. So I was like, oh, I have to buy it. I don't know, like, how I'm going to feel about it. Now I'm so glad I did.
I feel like Black Butterflies is the one that's been talked about the least.
Yeah.
It's been quite hard to get hold of, though, hasn't it, for some people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ordered mine, I think, from Abe Books, which I'd only done like once before. And the last time I had ordered from them, it got like delayed several times, which I'm sure has nothing to do with like them as a whole. But in my head, I was like, oh, I hope it comes. But it was really quick this time. So
the other important question that people are going to want to know, are you pro-pod or anti-pod?
I'm anti-pod. So I technically DNF'd pod for a bit. I was trying to read like just some of the books I was most interested in from the long list before the short list was announced, that I'd be kind of hopefully ready a little bit. And Pod was one of the books I chose because I was really excited about it. It sounded different, and interesting and like up my alley. I made it, I think 100 pages in, and then I was like, this is just not, I can't. So I DNF'd it. And I said in the video, I was like, I'll pick it back up if it's shortlisted. And of course, so I did finish it. But
Don't even know how you did that.
the very end of it, I think is the strongest by far. So I'm glad there was that. But I still wouldn't recommend it.
Oh dear. We've got Ben saying, "All right, lads," which is interesting because
Right.
Ben doesn't sound anything like that. So,
Let's get moving again.
and Ariane is also an antipodder. I do feel like it's completely divided people though. There's no one really sitting in the middle going, "That was okay." Everyone's always like, "No, just no," or "I love that book."
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we talked to our first like real pod lover, didn't we? On our
I watched
podler,
that one.
and everybody in the comments who's been waiting all this time who loves pod was like,
Came
"I
out of
love
the shadows.
pod."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Indeed. And we've got Bob coming up next week, who never says a negative word about any book ever. So I'm really intrigued to see
I can't wait.
if he'll have a strong opinion on it. Oh dear. We've got Amelia. Hello, Amelia. How would people feel about pod if all the sex was removed? Granted, that would leave about 10 pages. Even if 50% of the rape and sexual stuff was removed, I think it would be a better book.
I think so too. I will say the Remora, I also really didn't like reading basically any scenes with that. And that's a lot. So it wasn't all one thing for me that got me to dislike that. The sex stuff was like annoying to me, or it made me like mad reading, but the Remora made me bored and a little bit upset.
Yeah, the RAS made me really bored. Like all the scenes with the
yeah, that was
And the clams.
Yeah, so if you move the RAS and the clams, 50% of the sex and the Remora, then it may have got 3 stars.
Yeah, I think like the first scene I was like, oh, okay. And then like when they brought it back, I was like, I don't know if you need to talk about him again. And then bring it back, and I was like, okay, you could stop. You could stop and I'd be okay.
Oh dear. Ariane's asking us not to break Bob the Booker up. I cannot make any promises.
We'll
We don't know
try.
what's going to happen.
Hello. Jen DNF'd pod before it even got to the sex. I feel like I'm missing out now. You're really not, Jen.
I don't
You're
think
not.
we are.
Take it from somebody who DNF'd before the sex and then restart and like got back to it and then read through it. You're not missing out.
No. Bob said something negative about Pure Colour. I almost spilled my tea. I think every book Bob reads gets 4 stars, doesn't it? Like...
We'll find out. We will find out.
We will find out.
I noticed our posters match up. There. Do you see him?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I think we actually even use the same thing to hang it up.
Well, it's just like style, really, isn't it? It's like a booktuber must.
Yeah, it's certainly not something I've made any progress on in a while.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm in the middle of a couple.
Yeah.
I've been in the middle of a couple for a while.
I had
War and
that
Peace.
poster and just got rid of it. I had that poster and got rid of it. I gave up.
Well, I'm going to do it.
I recently did Bridget Jones' Diary, and that's on there, so it's proud.
Oh, I haven't done that one yet. I'm leaving that one towards the end, I think. Right. So we have 3 questions for you today, Sarah, and we'll start with the easy one.
Okay.
The easy one is, what was the last 5-star book you read written by a woman?
So within Women's Prize, it was actually just like the last book in general that I read by a woman, which is Black Butterflies, was a 5-star. But outside of the Women's Prize, it would be Oh, and I grabbed this one too. Very proud of myself.
So organized.
I know. Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott, which is actually a nonfiction on like writing, which I didn't think would be something that I read this for a video I haven't put out yet. But I'm not like big into writing, but I ended up really loving this because it kind of like touches on life or like relates it to each other. And it was just a gorgeous book.
I've never even heard of it. Is it a new release or is it an older?
It's older. I don't know when it came out, but let's see. It was funny, like after I knew that I was going to read it for that video, I started seeing it everywhere. Like I started seeing a lot of people talking about it. I think Bob had talked about it not too long ago. But yeah, it's a great one.
Wow.
95?
That is one that wasn't on my radar.
94?
94. Mikey. And it's still relevant, obviously.
Yeah, I would say so. And it also kind of made me want to start writing, even though I probably won't. I enjoyed it for school, but that's about it.
Ben saying, just watched Bob's latest weekly read and he slagged off some comedy books. So it does happen. I'm so far behind on BookTube. I haven't watched anything this week. I gave up on the poster. Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, because I bought one for her as well. So I got rid of my own one and then bought her one.
And then she gave up on it too. I've decided not to read Pod. I didn't get very far with the bees. Life is too short to not enjoy what you're reading. Completely agree. Oh, and Charlie has read Bird by Bird and also agrees that it's brilliant. So he had to read it for uni. Wow. I feel like I've missed out on.
Gotta get to it.
I do need to get through it. So, the most controversial question now. So everyone needs to just mentally prepare for the answer. What is your favorite pizza topping?
If it's just one topping that is going to be on the pizza, then it's just pepperoni. It's pretty boring.
Yes.
But if I can
Don't ruin it.
it would be pineapple and goat cheese.
And
I knew that was
like together. That's
tart and sweet is like the best flavor combination. And then on something savory like pizza, amazing.
Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. It doesn't belong on pizza.
That's just not right.
I think that it's something that can go on pizza. I won't say it belongs on it because I don't think any one topping belongs on pizza, but it can go on pizza.
I just feel like you've made it worse by like combining it with goat's cheese. Like it was bad enough.
Good. I have not had one person try it before and dislike it.
But have you actually had anyone try it?
Yes. I used to live like a block away from my favorite pizza place of all time in Indianapolis. And I would get it from there, and then I would have everybody that came to visit me try it.
Force feeding the pineapple.
Pretty much, yeah. I would offer it to them. Some people did say no, and so I don't know how they would have felt. But everybody that actually tried it has liked it.
Disappointed, Sarah. You were doing so well. You were doing so well with the pepperoni.
You shouldn't have started with pepperoni. You should have started the other way around.
I just ruined it. You just...
There we go. See, Elizabeth gets it.
There's always hope, said walnuts on pizza. Walnuts on pizza? No.
You all have to break out of your boxes.
No,
enjoy life. Try walnuts on pizza.
Walnuts live in cake. Pineapple lives in cake. None of those things live on pizza. No. Thanks, Imogen. Yes, my pizza horror every week. I just feel like I'm just a normal pizza person, and just every guest we invite is just weird.
Too stuck in your pizza ways.
I am stuck in my pizza
But
ways.
your horror is the gift that
Need
keeps
to go
on
through like
giving.
pizza therapy.
Oh dear. Yeah, thanks, Charlie. Then add the goat's cheese just to ruin it. But Charlie was probably still the worst because he doesn't even like pizza. So
Okay, well,
That
there's
did
so
get
many
us off
different
quite a bad
types.
start.
at least you can pick pineapple off. Do you know what I mean? But if you don't eat pizza at all,
All
Not
pizza?
everybody likes pizza.
Elizabeth thinks your combination sounds delicious. Elizabeth, you are wrong.
You're very smart.
Yeah, I do eat pineapple. I would eat it like out of the tin, but just not on a pizza. It's just
Everyone's going to be on Sarah's side now. This is
Thank
where everyone's on
you.
Sarah's side.
It's tart and
Honestly.
sweet. Everybody loves tart and sweet.
no, they don't. They really don't. Oh dear. Apparently, walnuts on pizza is life changing. I'm not
I
not
reckon
sure.
it'd be quite good with goat's cheese.
Yes, I think that, Alice. Honestly, I think that, Alice.
Walnuts
bit of
and
spinach.
goat cheese on pizza.
I'd give it a go.
Why is everyone insisting on ruining perfectly good pizzas?
You don't have to eat it.
I don't understand why this is happening. Glenda is on my side with the pepperoni. Yes,
Yay.
Glenda.
You know, Team Pineapple will fight back in a minute.
Yes,
No, we will.
we haven't had that
you-
hashtag yet today.
You can each order or make the most controversial pizza for the final episode. And no, because I wouldn't eat it. There's no way. Remora.
No.
Sarah's like, yes. Pizza is just posh cheese on taste, and you'll never convince me otherwise. Yeah, it's like the best cheese on taste. Sandy, you have to get back to work with your pineapples. Get back to work. Kieran is here. So now you need to switch into Welsh, Sarah.
Sarah?
Sending me several Hawaiian pizzas. Please don't. Please don't. That is the genius of pizza. It is posh cheese on taste. Sarah, is that a new desk?
Oh, probably talking about this one. No, that's where I take out and put my sewing machine when I have it out. So it's out because I will be taking out my sewing machine.
I see. You sew. That's pretty cool.
I do. Yeah, just a little bit, not much.
I literally can't even sew a button on a shirt. So.
It's mostly just resizing. So I don't really make things.
Laban saying chili, garlic, and onions. Throw in some nacho chips and pepperoni, and you've got a great pizza. I would actually agree. That sounds like a good pizza. See? Normal. Sarah, take note. That's normal.
Okay, now read this.
Asparagus?
Oh, I'm
That
so
sounds
excited
yum.
for you to get to this guy.
I like asparagus. I'd eat asparagus on pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
But how would that even work? Because they're like long.
You can cut them.
Yeah, but then does that not defeat the purpose of an asparagus? Because like
Does cutting something defeat the purpose?
I don't understand how it defeats
Does
the purpose.
slicing pepperoni defeat the purpose of like salami?
no, I feel like the joy of asparagus is that it comes in like a spear.
Shouldn't they just use like
You're
they
such a traditionalist.
maybe they just break the asparagus across the pizza, and it's like, you know, and pizza's
Can you
quite
imagine
big.
if you had like a big asparagus spear on your pizza and you took a bite and then you just got like a bit of asparagus?
It's like when you
hanging out
take
of
a
your
bite
mouth?
and like all the cheese comes off with that
Yeah.
first
I
bite
hate that.
of asparagus.
And it like burns like the top of your mouth, and there's no.
The
The
pizza
answer to
toppings
that,
need to be
Amelia, was
bite-sized.
no. What is?
You know why Glenda's asking this question? Because she's been on other plods with us. That's why you starred her.
Oh,
It's
the
like a
remora.
parasite
It's
fish,
a
isn't it?
fish. Yeah, it's got like a jaw that like attaches onto a other creature.
Cleans
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah, it does
Well, I don't
technically
think they
clean them.
do
Don't think they do what?
clean them. I think remoras are just parasitic rather than symbiotic, aren't they?
I
But they
think, well,
also-
they at least eat stuff that comes from them.
Yeah, they
Oh,
ate
yeah,
the
they
waste
do.
products. Yeah.
But
They
yeah,
do.
that might also just
I'm gonna
exist
Google
in the
it.
water afterwards. It might not actually like stay on the
Oh, don't
animal.
Google it, Charlie. They're very, very ugly.
They
will.
are ugly. I did Google it when I
We
was
did
reading
Google
it.
them.
Yeah, I googled it just to put a screenshot in my video. Like, sorry, everybody.
Oh, dear. Pineapple from a tin? That is gross. You should try it. For the longest time, I thought I did not like pineapple because I only ever had it from a can. It was the 80s, fresh pineapple. To be fair, fresh pineapple is defo better. But if you're in a really lazy mood, just cracking a tin of pineapple or peaches, like sliced peaches in the syrup. Or maybe that's just me. I didn't even consider reading pod after these discussions. Yeah, I wouldn't. Everyone is just proving that pizza is basically a toasted open sandwich. It so is. Barod were.
You had more of an American accent than me on that word.
I don't know what
Were.
where. I don't know why it comes out like that.
I mean, I'm sure I don't pronounce it too well.
You're going to have to give us the Welsh pronunciation, Sarah.
I think it's were. You
That was
can
very
help me
good.
out on that, Kieran.
That was some good R rolling.
Well, as much as you can help typing.
Going on. The title of Gemma's biography, The Joy of Asparagus. Oh dear. Pod. Tinned food is S tier. What is S tier? I don't know what S tier is.
The best of the best. Have you seen those
Oh.
tier ranking videos?
Oh
Ever?
yeah, I have.
And like the
And
top
S
one's
is the
always
top.
S.
Yeah, exactly, Kieran. You can't get fresh pineapple in midwinter, and if you do, it's just disgusting. So, yeah. That's saying something right there. Proudest achievement on YouTube. Oh dear, it did make me laugh because you did one where you talked entirely in Welsh, didn't you? Like the whole video.
And when we film videos together, I never know what we're doing going into it. That time included.
You did so well.
You're so great.
It was poor Kieran had to do a lot of editing for that video because the number of times I had to say things over and over.
Oh dear. Oh, the other lovely Sarah. I'm late to the party. You've been working, lost track of time. Yeah, we all know that feeling. We all know that feeling. I would rate Sarah's language skills as 1 Welsh, 2 Welsh, 3. You speak Dutch?
Where did that come from? I haven't said a Dutch thing in my life.
Excellent.
Maybe cheers in Dutch, but I
maybe
know I
this is
can't
the next
pronounce it
challenge from
correctly.
Kieran. He's going to set you to teach.
Yeah.
Dutch.
I feel like the next
He's like
video
picking
you
all
do
the
should
hardest
be-
languages to go from, like English to.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot.
What?
I forgot about this. For this though, Kieran had me say a bunch of words that I didn't know he was going to chop into Dutch. So I wasn't really saying Dutch words. He asked me specific questions to get me to say words.
Oh. My Welsh teacher watched the Welsh video and she said that Sarah's Welsh was which? And then 30 students then watched it and liked it. Wow, Sarah, you are a Welsh phenomenon.
When he messaged me that, I was like, I don't know if I like hearing this or if I hate it.
Can you imagine being like your video being up in the classroom? You've reached new levels of fame that you didn't even know existed.
Yeah, that's something I just kind of ignore now. To know that just a bunch of students that like are actually learning Welsh watch me do my best.
Oh dear. Oh, Joanna is offering to teach you Dutch. Cheers. Is Proust.
Actually, I do have a flask that says that on it, so I should have known.
Oh, and Kieran said it was Danish, not Dutch, because apparently
there we go.
it was the same in his mind. Yeah,
Somebody
and
else
Joanna's just also commenting on the fact that Danish and Dutch are different languages. Okay, I don't know what drunk jag means. Is that Danish? No one knows. No one knows what is happening here. We have already descended into some sort of language-related chaos. But we will pause the comments, and it is challenge time. Do you know what's coming, Sarah? So we have asked all of our guests. You can refuse, but you will be the first and only guest to refuse. Any pressure on?
No pressure.
I think this is what Kieran messaged me about something earlier today, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I've never been at the beginning of these, so I don't know what this is.
To be fair, it's not always the beginning. It can be any point.
It's just random. So you have got to name as many Women's Prize nominated books from any year, as many as you can in 30 seconds.
But you don't have to say the author, to be clear.
Just the book.
Okay.
And as you can probably guess, Kieran is sat at the top with 30.
Oh God.
He named 30 Women's Prize books in 30 seconds.
We've never seen anything like it. I don't think anyone else will see anything like it again. It was.
Yeah. We have
I can do
bottom.
from this year too.
Yeah. Any
Yeah,
year.
from all 16 from bringing up the rear with 5. So
Right.
You could name all 16.
I don't think I know all from this year, but maybe I could. Oh, okay.
How are you feeling? Do you
Terrible.
feel ready to get to bed?
I feel like this is gonna go so poorly. This is the first year that I've really followed, so we'll see.
Oh dear. Just before we go in, Kieran's like, Sarah, this is what my test is for. What are you about? Sarah,
Yeah, you
attention.
also, I don't know what in the world the clue was you gave me, but it does not seem helpful.
Did he write it in Welsh?
I wish he had.
So I think we've got Charlie on timer. Alice is going to write the responses down, and we will see, Sarah, how many you can name in 30 seconds. Are you ready?
No, but yes. As ready as I will. Okay.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
The Book of Form and Emptiness, Homesick, The Marriage Portrait, Pod, oh no, Trespasses, Black Butterflies, Demon Copperhead, Hamnet, no one's talking about this. And sorry, Kieran, the mammoth cheese.
That was out of time, but that would have been the correct answer.
I do have to say it out loud because Kieran texted me a million times in like all caps the mammoth cheese, and I had no idea what it was.
Oh dear. So how did she go?
I'm not sure if I missed out something between Marriage Portrait and Pod. You might have said something there, but it was either 9 or 10.
That's good.
I don't know.
That's not too bad. You're not at the bottom.
That's
you
good.
You did not beat Kieran's 30 though.
No. makes a lot more. He was like, "Get ready for the competition" and all this. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, that's right. Burnt sugar was. Oh no. One of my favorites of all time.
Oh, see, Charlie was hoping that you would top Kieran's score. You did not. I'm drinking from a happy little Welsh glass with Ichida. What does Ichida mean, Sarah? You are
I love that you're asking me.
Welsh translator. So
let's just say it also means cheers. Everything that anybody sends me now just means cheers.
Good health. It says good health, I think.
Oh, that might be a cheers actually then.
It is sort of like cheers. Yeah, Kieran mentioned burnt sugar, and I don't know if he means disgrace the book or like you are.
I disgrace that I didn't do burnt sugar, which is how Kieran and I bonded.
You do remain the champion though, Kieran. So I
don't think anyone's going to beat that.
Next year, though, when you guys definitely do these again.
Oh, dear.
We'll be training all year.
Kieran is the mammoth cheese. Oh, yucky da is how it's pronounced. Where was the word? I've lost. What that?
Oh, yucky? You know. Just obviously. Yucky? Come on.
It begins with an I.
It does mean cheers.
Outrageous. And it does mean cheers.
I guess I do know Welsh.
You do. You're very learned in the Welsh department. Oh dear. So
I forgot cursed bread and I literally have it to read today.
Oh no.
Oops.
Oh dear. So that was going to be my next question. Are there any more from the long list that you are planning to read?
Just cursed bread, I think. I wouldn't mind. There was one other one that just sounded really good that I wouldn't mind reading, and I can't remember what it is now.
What about Wandering Souls? That's so good.
That one, yes, I haven't read it yet, but everybody keeps talking about it, so I do kind of want to read it.
And it's short, so it's easy to get through.
That's good. I like that. The only reason why I'm doing Cursed Bread, even though I've now heard not great things about it, is because I have it on NetGalley. And the archive date's coming up, so
you might love it. Some people love it.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I DNF'd it, so I hope you like it more than me.
Even if I DNF it, that's at least I can leave a review and be like,
"This is true."
I DNF'd
it. Okay, shall we do a bit of reading? What is everybody reading? Charlie, what are you reading today?
I'm going to read The Refugees by I can't pronounce the name, but yeah.
By the author of The Sympathizer.
Thank you. Yes. It's because Carly recommended it to me, so I'm starting it. That's why.
Nice. Cool. And Sarah, are you reading Cursed Bread?
I am, yes.
Oh, you are in for a treat.
I think this would be good motivation to like actually get it started.
You might actually DNF it here.
Yeah, next time ask me again what I'm reading. See if it's still Cursed Bread.
And Alice?
Wow.
What are you reading?
I should read this, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. But I'm showing it again to say I am still reading Crime and Punishment.
Yeah, so am I. But I haven't read
quite a punishment. I've finally picked up Black Butterflies, but I'm not going to start it today because I'm buddy reading it with my mum, and I've literally just finished S this morning, so I don't want to read 2 books about the same place immediately after each other. So we're starting that at the end of the week. So I am going to start The Expendable Man by Dorothy B. Hughes.
Oh, a little Persephone. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the AJ pick for this month?
Yes, I'm reading it for the Killer Reads Thriller Month Book Club.
Yes, nice.
So we will see.
Okay. I am not prepared. So
what book are you reading?
Oh, that was I forgot that I have to. Yeah, so I am still reading Memphis. I've been reading this for a long time, mainly because the only time I ever pick this up is on Plods. So yeah, one day I will finish it, hopefully before Women's Prize 2024. So yes, that's what I'm reading today. But yes, let us know in the comments what you're reading. We'll pick it all up after a little plod. And yeah, let's do some reading, shall we?
Happy
I have to
reading.
press go. I don't know. Right, happy reading, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
How did everyone go? Sarah, first impressions of Cursed Bread. You're still on mute, mate.
Cool. All right. I mean, I was a little confused for like the first couple of like sections. They're not really chapters, but like sections. And now it seems like we're in more of a story period. So things are making at least more sense to me. I had to reread the synopsis because I was like, what is going on?
I don't think the synopsis actually helps for that, to be fair.
It helped a little. I didn't realize that. Well, I would have figured it out had I just waited for like another 3 pages, it turns out. But so I guess the one thing it did teach me, I did end up finding out right away.
Well, fingers crossed it will be a success for you. Charlie, how did you get on with your short stories?
I haven't read all of it because it's like a longer short story. To me, it seems like a longer short story, and I'm a slow reader, as I said. But yeah, it's a good first impression. It sort of gives me Charlie said to me as well that it would be giving me Wandering Souls vibes. So the first story is about she's a sister who's now 38, but her younger brother who is 15 has sort of come knocking on the door, and it's the ghost of him sort of thing. But yeah. So yeah, it's obviously, and he died on a boat. Like, obviously, because the stories is refugees, so yeah, that's where the Wandering Souls ties in. Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Yeah, I'll be interested to see if it's worth a go or not.
I like the writing style. It's very me kind of writing. So yeah.
Alice,
Yeah,
forgot what you were reading. What were you reading?
The Expendable Man.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
It's interesting. I was literally just starting it just now, so I've only read like 12 pages, but very mysterious. I don't know what's actually going on yet. There's a man thriving, and he's picked up a hitchhiker, which it always seems like a bad idea, but very descriptive writing. I've never read anything by this author before. Yeah, the opening was like really very descriptive, so I quite like that.
Nice. Good start. I'm still enjoying Memphis.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really feel like there's much more to add to that because I've been.
Did you finish that, Alice? I can't remember.
I did. Yeah, I took it back to the library. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. So it was a good book. Yeah.
Okay, so a few comments. Joanna is reading Burnt Sugar right now, partly due to the raving reviews from Sarah and Kieran.
Yay!
I hated it. I DNF'd it.
I liked it.
I haven't read it.
What? I didn't know this.
Yeah, I really didn't like it.
Okay, all right, no, it's cool.
Well, it was so short, and I still DNF'd it. It was just like the main character was such an asshole.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't read another page of their story. Yeah, sorry, but it goes well for Cursed Bread. So
yeah, maybe that people like Cursed Bread.
Silver lining.
I liked Burnt Sugar though, and I didn't like Cursed Bread. So
interesting.
I don't.
Yeah, so far it doesn't feel like Burnt Sugar at all. Not that it should.
Charlie said Cursed Bread is the perfect cure to insomnia. So, another rave review. Okay, in Welsh is what? In Welsh is E dot. What? Because it sounds like the English E, but it has a dot above it. What? I'm very confused with this Welsh lesson.
We need you here, Kieran, to actually explain it better.
Yeah, I think he's referring to the Cheers thing.
Oh,
but I don't know.
Yeah, the yucky da thing. Yeah. Anyway. Amelia's reading Bodies of Light by Jennifer Down. I've heard good things about that one. For Misery May. Yay!
Was that a winner of a prize in Australia? That won a prize?
I think it was. I'm sure Scott really liked that one.
Yeah, it won one of the prizes.
Kieran is going to read Housekeeping by Mary Lou Robinson. I don't think I've ever heard of it. So, is it good, Kieran? We need to know.
I want to know if Kieran's read the cheese one yet.
The Mighty Cheese.
The Mammoth Cheese.
The Mighty Mammoth Cheese.
He was really upset at me for forgetting.
He
messaged me
Did
during
you get
that.
more angry yet?
And then he got upset at me for responding during the reading session.
Imogen, one long list book left, so I'll be reading Glory.
I
Wow,
forgot
you
Glory.
lucky
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. We wish you luck.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it was longer than it needed to be.
And more repetitive than it needed to be.
Yeah. But could have solved both problems at the same time.
Oh, Jen's reading Demon, yay! Because everyone voted for me to start it next. Excellent. Are you enjoying it, Jen? Is what I need to know. Did you read Copperhead, Sarah?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. I don't think I've seen anyone that's disliked it apart from Scott.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Some people have felt mixed about it.
I liked it. I don't think it was like the most amazing thing ever, but I definitely liked it.
Yeah.
Jennifer DNF'd it on our plod, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
Jennifer DNF'd it on our plod, didn't she?
She did. She DNF'd bloody no, she disliked Great Circle last year as well, didn't she? Which I thought was excellent.
I love Great Circle.
Yeah, all of us love Great Circle.
I just got my in-person book club to read it, and there was mixed reviews, and I was like, oh, okay.
Like,
no, I shouldn't have done this.
No, you should have been like, no, you're all wrong.
I was like, now I can't not know this about you.
I know, now we can't be friends anymore. There's Always Hope said, I'm reading Outrageous, all about section 28. Oh, I think I've heard of this. Currently feeling a mix of anger. Is this the one about where teachers weren't allowed to talk about LGBT issues in the 90s?
I think it's like really fairly certain.
Ben is reading Mild Vertigo by Miyake Kanai, but I also need to film a video tonight, but can't be asked. Mate, join the club. Join the club. That's basically my life, is I need to film a video, but I can't be asked. And then it's like, shit, I need one for like tomorrow, and then slapdash up it goes. But I've not heard of Mild Vertigo.
Me neither.
I'm intrigued. Charlie's also reading The Refugees. Jennifer is reading Catriona Ward's latest book, Looking Glass Sound. So she was the one that wrote, was it The Last House on Needless Street?
Yeah. I read that one. It's got a funny twist at the end that either people love or you hate.
Which one? Needless Street or Looking Glass?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of her books have the similar. It has a. I think they have a similar theme with this like twist of it's like an element in it that, and it kind of made me feel a bit. I think I like the whole book. I raced through it, the Needless Street one, but it kind of leaves a bit of a funny taste in your mouth. If some people like it though, so I'm speaking in riddles. If you read it, you know.
Dorota is reading The Painted Bird by Jerzy Kosinski, also for Misery May. Excellent. I feel like lots of books fit very well for Misery May, but I've not heard of that one either. I'm kind of wondering if I'm a fake booktuber because I've not heard any of these books. Kate's Just Out of Trespassers. I've heard of that one. Finished Bandit Queens, got into third place for me behind Demon Copperhead and Wandering Souls. Actually, I would agree that those three have been my favourites. Demon Copperhead, Wandering Souls and Bandit Queens. Bandit Queens was so good. It like came out of nowhere.
I love Bandit Queens so much.
Oh, Sarah's reading Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. Such a good book. I actually have the next one on NetGalley. Small Worlds. I need to read it like soon. Such a good author. Stunningly beautiful, such a talented writer. Agree. Did you meet Caleb Azuma Nelson at the Booker thing? Or am I making that up?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
No one else went to the Booker thing.
It's like, wow, she went to I went to a Booker thing. No, I met Marlon James.
Oh, Marlon James, that's the one. I don't know why I thought it was Caleb Azuma Nelson. Oh, I think Eric met him, didn't he?
Probably.
I'm getting very
duck.
confused. Shannon, finishing Trespassers, so good. Charlie, you've got another Trespassers.
Yay!
Now torn between Pod and Trespassers of the ones I've read. As favourite, Pod or Trespassers? Shannon, no.
Maybe she hasn't read anything else.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Shannon, you're gonna have to tell us which other ones you've read because oh no.
Oh no, I love Trespassers. Shannon, you're right on it.
It was alright.
Oh dear. Jennifer also DNF'd Burnt Sugar, just getting some Burnt Sugar hate out there.
Dagger to the heart.
Sarah has 2 copies of Burnt Sugar.
Yeah, I have it under its original title, Girl in White Cotton, as well, which the last 2 pages are different.
No way.
Fun fact.
Why does it have 2 names?
The first one, I did know this at one point. And it was kind of random how I ended up with 2 copies. I was just really trying to get a copy of it to read. And I ordered one that was taking forever. And then I was like, oh, I could just get it under its old title and get it like a lot faster. And so I ended up with 2 and I loved it so much that I kept both. But I can't remember now why, because I think that she wrote it in English initially. So first I was going to say that maybe it was translated first and then it was written in English, but I think she wrote it in English initially. So I don't know.
Very strange. Were the last 2 pages like wildly different or?
No, it just adds a little bit, I guess. Or it leaves a less up to interpretation.
Okay. Intrigued. Not intrigued enough to actually go back and read it, but intrigued.
That's okay.
Oh dear. Katie reads books saying, hi ladies, loving the plod. Reading Black Butterflies tonight. What, if any, were your thoughts on that one? So I think Alice is the only one who hasn't read it. So we'll let Sarah go.
It's the only one I haven't read yet.
It was my favorite of the shortlist. It was it's so good, and that's saying something because I really liked The Marriage Portrait, and I was sure, like after reading that one, I was like, I think this is my favorite one. And then I read Black Butterflies, and I was like, oh, just kidding. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. I like stayed up late one night finishing it, which I very rarely do because I'm not one of those people that can typically stay up even if I'm really invested in a book. I'll like fall asleep while reading. But this one, I was like, I need to know.
I just thought it was fine. I didn't dislike it. I thought it was a bit heavy on the art stuff for my personal taste.
I would it's funny, it reminds me of was it The Colony that had a lot of art
like
stuff?
That.
And in that one I didn't like the art stuff as much, but in this one I did.
I'm with you, Sarah. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I think because I read it like almost immediately after Wandering Souls, and I loved Wandering Souls so much, it kind of paled in comparison. So maybe if I'd read the other way around, I don't know.
That's the thing I would say though, because I like Wandering. If you're comparing the two, definitely I agree with you, Jem. Wandering Souls is like to me it felt like a million times better. But I did really enjoy Black Butterflies, and I probably enjoyed it a lot more than you did, Jem. So
yeah. I feel bad. I'm just like trashing all Sarah's favourite books.
And pizza.
And pizza.
Why'd you invite me on here again?
This is what happens when you come on the plugs. It's just carnage. Oh dear. But you deal with Kieran on a daily basis, so I knew you could handle it.
True.
You've been pretty toughened. Amelia, Scott recommended Bodies of Light, and it's absolutely devastating. Yes, I'll bump it up the TBR. Harry stealing the camera there. Yeah, he's still there. Like, where's my duck? Chris finished Whale in time for the international book announcement. When is that? Is that today?
Today? It's in like 20 minutes.
Is it really?
Ah.
Oh dear. Well, we'll try and wrap up before. Actually, they waffle on for like half an hour, don't they?
I feel like no one cares this year. Is that controversial to say? I don't care this year. I read 2 of them, and I do want to read Whale though. Actually, that's the only one of the ones I haven't read that I really want to read.
I really didn't want to read it when the long list was announced, and now everyone's saying good things about it. And it makes
Even
me
somebody in like my real life was like, you read International Booker, right? And I was like, usually. They're like, you got to read Whale. Jeez, okay.
Which 2 have you read then?
I've read Boulder and Time Shelter. I hated Boulder, loved Time Shelter.
Interesting. That seems to be the opposite of everybody else's reviews.
I don't know who these people are saying they like Boulder. It's people whose opinions I usually agree with too. It's what I've been seeing. I don't know what's going on.
Oh dear. Joanna, I've got 2 copies of Burnt Sugar as well. I've got them both at a charity shop, one in English and one in the Dutch translation. Oh, the brand Suker. Yep, that's my excellent Dutch. Sarah also needs a Dutch translation. Or
Just gonna collect burnt sugar in a bunch of different editions.
Jen, no! Overwhelmed by demon.
Oh, no.
Get out. No.
I did think it didn't bode well when Jen said the other day that she doesn't like long books and she doesn't like books with more than one character. I was like, Demon Copperhead, maybe not the book for you.
Yeah. But it's demon, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Have a heart, Jen. Have a heart. Charlie, I have Outrageous on my shelf waiting to be read. I thought the author's earlier book was great. Didn't realise the author had an earlier book. I feel like I need to research more on that.
I know.
That was one of Charlie's favourites last year, his other book.
Oh, was it?
It was the pink one. I can't remember because I keep meaning to read it.
The pink one. Thanks. That narrows it right down. I'll go into the library tomorrow and be, can I get that pink book?
I will try searching it as I speak.
I was trying to look it up, and apparently there's a song called "Outrageous" by Paul Simon as well. So I looked up "Outrageous Paul," and it was still not what I needed.
I don't think he has a pink book.
It's Fabulosa.
Fabulosa. Wow.
Outrageous is also pink.
Yeah.
Does that help anything?
Just lots of pink. We all love the pink. Chris DNF'd Demon Copperhead. We're planning to go back to it this weekend. Yes, get back to it, Chris. Don't be heartless like Jen.
Jen won't ever come on again if you keep saying that. So no.
I like all the encouragement for like, oh yeah, don't read Pod, DNF it. It's fine. Don't spend time on books you don't read the Demon Copperhead. It's like, well, don't be heartless.
We are completely objective on the Women's Prize Plodalong.
I love it.
We are the Switzerland of But Brian, kind of expected and happy about Jen being underwhelmed by Demon Copperhead. Brian, stop it. Outrageous is the best book I've read this year. Amazing. Oh, I really need to get to it now. Yeah. Jen, I think it was actually you, Jennifer Loves Books. I think it was you that put it on my radar.
Is it on Scribd? Shall I look if it's on Scribd?
Have a
Oh,
look,
yeah.
Charlie.
Good
Check
thinking.
this out. By Paul Baker.
I'm not supposed to be buying any books right now,
Yeah, but if it's
No,
on Scribd,
no.
it doesn't count.
but then
If
it's
you-
okay. I'm not supposed to be adding to my TBR all right now, but this one I might have to.
I know. I feel I'm really getting some FOMO on this one
There's
now.
too much to like talk about it,
Look,
can't see it on
everybody.
there.
and it sounds really good.
It's not on there.
No,
Oh, it might just have to be a purchase then.
great.
Charlie's reading it next month too. Outrageous, that is. Not that I'm thumbs up about the mere experience of reading. What?
I don't remember. This is probably something else we're talking about. We're obviously talking about
I think
something.
it's because Charlie's previous comment was,
Oh,
I'm
he's
reading
got
next
us-
month with a thumbs up.
Okay. Thanks, Alice. Yeah, I definitely need support today.
Oh,
Mild Vertigate is a new Fitzcarraldo. I got a NetGalley. It's very, I think it's supposed to be stream of consciousness. I thought he was going to go, it's very steamy, and I was like, Ben.
Fitzcarraldo, what?
Yeah, Fitzcarraldo.
This is a Fitzcarraldo that Jem can get on board with.
It'd be like
Um,
calling Pod Stevie.
Even Fitzcarraldo wouldn't pick up Pod. Come on.
I could see it.
Oh dear, giving me Ducks Newburyport vibes, even though I've never read. I have absolutely zero intention of ever reading Ducks Newburyport.
No, I don't.
You're not
fancy
really
that.
stream of consciousness, are you? You don't like all those stream of consciousness types of books, really, do you?
No, I really don't. Have you read that one, Sarah? Ducks?
No.
No. That sounds like a Sarah book. It's a book, isn't it?
I think I like stream of consciousness, but if it's so stream of conscious that it's actually described that way, then it's probably too much for me.
Yeah. And
If
isn't
that
it like
makes any
600
sense at all.
pages long as well? So it's like 600 pages of stream of consciousness.
And it's like, yeah, it's literally, there's no gaps in
I
the
thought
pages.
it was like, it's like over 1,000 pages, isn't it?
Is it
it's
that big? Is it?
It's massive.
It's way too big.
But there's no gaps. It's literally solid. It's like solid.
Oh.
I'm never reading it.
See,
It's
I
on
don't
my
like
never
that.
read
That
list.
that reminds me of what's his name? That was on International Booker last year. Kieran will be upset that I don't just know it right away. John Fossa.
Oh.
But his was like there were no
is it
set, there were no
Psychology?
periods.
That one.
It it broke my brain.
Outrageous has confirmed my feelings towards Cliff Richard.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm intrigued. I don't have any particularly strong feelings either way towards Cliff Richard.
What are we meant to be feeling about Cliff Richard?
I don't know. I don't really know anything about the man. So. Oh dear, Sarah. Seeing him on Friday at a book event. Oh, I
That's
was
so
like,
cool.
how did you know that? But you meant Sarah F. Oh, yeah, too many Sarahs. Too many Sarahs.
It just adds to the confusion.
It'd be
That's
really
so
funny if that
cool.
was about Cliff Richard.
I'm tired. I literally thought that, Alex. Honestly, when my brain went like, I went like,
Maybe he'll be there. Maybe Cliff is a big fan of Caleb Azuma Nelson. You never
I was like,
know.
what's Sarah doing? I was like, what's happening?
Where is this event, Sarah? I need to know. That's how.
He was Caleb Azuma Nelson was at the bookshop that I went to the other day, Seven Oaks Bookshop. He was up there like
Wow.
the day before or something.
Oh,
I never get to see any authors in Florida. I wonder why. Frederick Bachman came here
famous
once.
authors from
That was
Florida. Who's a famous author from Florida? Does such a thing exist?
I'm sure. I know Stephen King likes to reference Florida a lot, but he's not from here. But he references like a place right next to my hometown a lot.
Yeah, but we hate Stephen King. So.
Oh, do we?
No,
Well,
not Florida.
we, as in I do.
I like some of his books, but I would love if he could be a little
Zora
quicker
Neale
to the point.
Hurston.
sometimes.
Zora Neale Hurston's from Florida.
Who?
There you go.
Zora Neale Hurston.
Who?
Is she dead though?
Yeah, you probably won't see her at a book event. Good point, Charlie. Well made. Well
I don't know
made.
if she is or not. I thought, is she? I don't know.
No, she died in 1960.
A little bit, if you see her, it might be a little bit disturbing.
Yeah, no. That would be cool though.
Oh yeah, Ernest Hemingway lived in Florida for a while, and at Key West they've got the Hemingway house. I've been there,
Have you?
so that's something.
Oh, Judy Bloom.
Oh, we
A
were
lot of
talking
people
about
that-
her bookshop the other day, weren't we? In Key West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Oh
you been
yeah,
have you been
that's
to the Judy Bloom bookstore? Sarah's like,
Oh,
no.
have I? No, I don't know where. It is. Oh yeah, I think right. It's in the Keys.
In Key West, yeah, I think so.
Okay. They've got all the stuff, I guess, author-wise. Usually when authors go on tours in the US, they don't go to Florida just because it's very out of the way of everything else.
Oh, fair enough.
It's okay.
Charlie, Trespassers is my favourite from the Women's Prize, but I just have taste. Debatable.
No.
I feel like I never agree with Charlie on anything.
Kieran loves a freshly fun fact. I can't remember what fact you
I
gave
think
us.
it's the burnt sugar thing.
Oh, the 2 pages
The
thing.
2, yeah.
That was a cool fact. Shannon has now read everything but Marriage Portrait, Dog of the North, and Curse Spread. And you
Okay.
still
And her
pick
favorites are
on
either
Trespassers.
Save yourself the trouble on Dog of the North. Do not touch Dog of the North. As much as I dislike Curse Bread, I would say Dog of the North is arguably worse.
Oh, ooh, that's good to know because I had gotten it from the library, but I gave it back when it wasn't shortlisted because I was interested in it. But I was like, oh, I don't have
Mainly
time.
just super random.
Yeah. I wasn't upset with it. It just felt really, really average.
Pointless.
I just never at any point understood really what was going on. It was just like random event after random event.
It was, yeah. Kieran saying it's not as good as Freshly Favourite 5 and 5. I did like those. Why hasn't there been a Freshly Favourite 5 and 5 for the International Booker, Sarah?
Because I didn't read. That's usually when I'm like, shoot, I have to review all of these books and it's about to be announced. And it's like, all right, this week is just all reviews. But it does.
Yeah. Freshly Favourite 2 and 2 doesn't have the same quite the same ring to it. Oh, Chris is disagreeing with you. Boulder was excellent. It made me buy her other novels.
See, we probably agree on other stuff though, because everybody I've disagreed with on Boulder, I've liked like other books that it's really weird. Like usually this lines up better, but this time I'm like, we like the same books. Why do you like Boulder?
Oh dear. Oh, bye, Brian. Bye, Brian. I haven't been drinking, I promise. Shannon also thought Boulder was excellent. Just to put a few more nails in the coffin there, Sarah. You really are the only person who hasn't liked it. Yeah, fabulous. All about the Polari language. Nice. Didn't like. Oh, you do have one person that agrees with you, Joanna. Didn't like Boulder. And great Dutch pronunciation by me. I feel like that is a lie. I'm going to take
whatever it was. Great
I'm
job.
going to take it. But if you don't like Demon Copperhead, you're a demented flopperhead.
I really like that. That needs to be on a t-shirt.
I feel
or
like Ben
something.
might have been drinking tonight. I get that feeling.
I feel like we should have a banner with that going underneath. I think that should be like the scrolling banner. If you don't like
#, demented flopperhead.
you're a demented flopperhead.
Where is I up to? I'm up to here. What's happened?
Oh, you're doing okay.
Yeah, but usually I can read it over here, and now it's not letting me read it over here. So Mile Vertical is not steamy, lol, but it's translated by Polly Barton, who wrote Porn, an Oral History.
That's a great title.
Title. I agree.
I really want to read that book now, just so that I can like have it on my currently reading.
What does the cover look like? What does the cover? I'm gonna look up what the cover looks like.
Oh, please do. Please do and share.
Oh dear. Paris, Texas saying steam of consciousness sounds better than stream of consciousness. Yeah. Steam and pile of consciousness. Sarah, every time someone mentions ducks, you report. I remember Eric calling.
It's literally just that.
Oh, that's really boring.
Oh, is it? Is that a Fitzcarraldo? It looks like it.
That's disappointing for that cover. I'm sorry.
It is.
I can't with the Fitzcarraldo covers. I don't. Not a fan of that.
Did you see that short that Kieran did of like guess the name from the book?
That was good.
And it was all Fitzcarraldo books with the names like blacked out. It was so brilliant. Oh. Sorry, I remember Eric calling it Mother Quacker, and it made me laugh. I don't remember.
I haven't
that.
seen his review of it, but that does sound like a funny thing to hear him say.
Oh dear. Norfolk and Norwich Festival. Yeah, and definitely Caleb and not Cambridge. I didn't even know there was a Norfolk and Norwich Festival. I will actually be in Wales on Friday, so I will be nowhere near Norfolk or Norwich with my excellent Welsh. Yep. I'm gonna bust that bad boy out.
Oh yeah, they'll all know what you're talking about.
No, they won't want that.
Don't forget to say yucky da to them all.
Oh, yucky da. Is that what
yeah.
it was? Yucky doo da.
Yucky da.
I think it was Yucky Doodah.
You do that day.
No, not yucky doo da.
Oh, I'm gonna get kicked out of Wales.
Yeah.
Amelia. I think Lauren Groff is from Florida.
This would make sense considering she wrote a book called Florida.
Ah,
Ah,
I think she did Fates and Furies too, right?
She did Matrix, didn't she?
The Matrix as well.
Oh yeah.
It just lists off Lauren Groff titles. This isn't.
Oh, we got all the ones that Wikipedia has in her first sentence, so yay us.
Oh no. Paris, Texas. So I'm buddy reading Middlemarch with Paris, Texas.
She's from New York.
Next month. She's from New York.
Just right off Florida.
And now I'm being asked to discuss Middlemarch in Dutch. To be fair, I might be more coherent discussing it in Dutch than English. So
It's a tough one.
we'll see. Joanna, Porn and Oral History is a Fitzcarraldo non-fic. So just what? Yeah, so disappointing. It is literally oral because she. Sorry, I'm such a child. Because she wrote down conversations she had with people about porn. Yeah, that's disappointing. I think the International Booker shortlist is better than the Women's Prize shortlist. Interesting.
Controversial.
I've only read 2 of the books on it, so I can't super speak to it.
And it's 50% hit rate. I had zero from International Booker this year.
Harry, do you want your duck?
He's
Harry
got a lot to say today.
Harry is so pissed off with you. Look at his face.
wants food.
When is it outside time?
He wants
I
to
took
do.
away the pen, and he really wanted to kill the pen a little while back.
Oh.
So it's quite
Yeah, I've
upset.
just noticed one of my cats has been chewing on a pencil I have. It's very suspicious.
Oh,
Was that when your cat was doing the note taking? I did enjoy that video. Did the minutes for the video.
that was my older cat. She can be trusted around pencils. Certainly one of the kittens that did it.
How many have you got?
I have 3.
3.
Yeah, we had the older one, and then we found kitten outside. And when kittens are very, very young, they really should grow up with another kitten because they won't learn otherwise. What hurts and what doesn't. They learn that from each other and social cues and stuff. So we ended up getting a second kitten for the kitten we found outside.
You just found the kitten?
Yeah, I was drinking water out of the gutter outside. Like right outside my office window here. And we like rescued it. It had been like, I don't know what had happened to him, but he had all kinds of issues. But he's good now. You can't even tell most of the stuff.
What are their names?
Scout is my oldest, so she's 13.
The trustworthy one.
She's the trustworthy one, yeah. And then there's Zuko, who's the one we found outside, named after Zuko from Avatar because we found him with the scar over his eye. And Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the movie. And then the other one is Klaus.
Aww.
He's just a big boy.
Oh dear. Nice. So the pencils are not safe.
Yeah, it turns out they are not. I only just discovered that while we were on this. So I looked over and I was like, why is that eraser falling off that pencil?
Oh dear. Ariane, and you have Pyre, but that didn't get to the shortlist. I have got that. I haven't read it yet.
I read Pyre.
You read 3.
I totally forgot about Pyre.
You are a professional international book reader.
I didn't like that either.
3 and 3, 3 and 3.
It wasn't shortlisted, but
No. Amelia, finally someone loving the booker. I'm feeling less alone now. Thanks, Shannon. I really liked the system, so magnificent. I love the weirdness, going all over the place, but not shortlisted. Liked Whale as well, and the birthday party. I do have a system so magnificent, also on my shelves.
You bought
also
that, didn't you? Yeah. I remember buying that.
And I've had a hold on the birthday party at the library since the long list was announced. I think it might have got lost somewhere. So, but let's be honest, even if the hold comes in, I probably won't get time to read it. So
yeah, I canceled my hold on that one. I had it on hold.
Yeah, it's quite long, isn't it? Is it?
Whale is on script?
What?
I didn't know that.
Who said that? Chris. As we all check our script.
They're like, script. I don't have script, so I will just
You need to get script, Alice.
not do that. I really don't need to get script because I have too many books.
It's so good.
Yeah, but it will distract me from all the real books.
I can't
That
see
is
it.
happening to me, I have to say.
It could be at the end of because when you're at the end of the month and you can't see anything, there's no books available for anything. I think.
Yeah, I can't
You've
see it on
used
mine
yours
either.
all up.
I see it on mine.
Oh, it
You
says
do?
it's unavailable in our country.
Oh no.
Outrageous.
Got it. Got it in the US.
Mine, it comes up with like other things that it thinks you might mean. It's got Moby Dick. I don't know.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust that.
Boy, do I have the book for you.
I don't feel like I'm going to get the same vibe from
So
Moby
you
Dick.
can't have whale, but we do have Moby Dick for you.
What was it that it recommended once? I put it on in my Instagram. It was it said because you read Demon Copperhead, and it was this like children's middle grade book about a superhero potato.
Super Potato.
Oh,
That was
sweet
it.
potato.
It said because
Yeah,
you read Demon Copperhead, here I recommend Super Potato.
I got that recommended to me the other day for something. I have actually already read Super Potato
Is it a good
Yeah.
bit?
with voices. So in my version, Super Potato has like a South Country, like Super Potato to the rescue.
Like a Bristolian accent.
So that's like my Somerset accent. Thanks.
Somerset.
Super Potato.
That's got to be.
So, yeah, that's how it goes down in my house. The dumbest person in the room. What is Scribd? Ben, where is he living? Ben officially lives under a rock. Yeah,
It's like it's kind of like the Audible, where like you sign up as a subscription, but you get access to everything that they have instead of just like using a credit system. And also there are ebooks as well, and like a bunch of random stuff too that I never really dive into. But
Like a
it's mostly audiobooks
library.
and ebooks.
It's like you
yeah,
sign
like
up
a library.
for a library.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
it's really
But the more
good
you read, the more it bars you access to, as I understand.
for that month. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you read loads, it like you can't get access to the most popular books until the next month. Did you not
What?
know this?
I don't know if I'm just dumb and have never noticed, or I've never gotten to that point.
Have you never got to look up a book and it's gone?
I think it's 4. 4 is
No.
when it starts happening. So if you've read more than 4 in like a
feel like I've
certain
read
amount
more
of
than
time,
4 from Script in a month.
but
But
it's
then
like
it
I
only
think
removes
it's
certain
access-
titles.
Oh, I don't know. I always like save my stuff when I'm like looking for ones that I might read. And then I don't think I've ever looked for something and it not been there when I knew it was there. But maybe I've just never made it to that point, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta
Chris-
change the way I pitch this to people then.
Yeah. Chris forgot about the geographic restrictions. Yeah. That's all right. I'm sure
That's
it'll
okay.
come
I'm really happy you said something as the person that was able to get it.
What was it? Boulder. So Boulder was on there, and then when it got longlisted, it like got removed.
Yeah, that was how I read Boulder, was on Scribd.
Yeah, and then Charlie
but I
was
read
like,
it while I was
Gemma, it's
listening.
back, it's back. So I like saved it and I went to listen to it and it was in Spanish.
and I didn't yet. I hadn't clicked on it yet, so I didn't know.
I was like, God damn it. Dang. I was like, why would you put it back on, but in Spanish? Idiots. Morons. Oh, Amelia DNF'd A System So Magnificent. It wasn't bad, but definitely too long. I don't think you would like it, Gemma. Uh-oh. I'll put it to the bottom of the pile. It's fine.
You get to it in about 10 years.
Yeah. My reading taste might change by the time I get to it. Sarah just stood up and realised she'd drunk too much Prosecco. That is excellent work for a Tuesday night. Oh, dear. Right, what time are we on? Do we want to do one more quick plod and then
Like a
wrap
15-minute one.
sham up? Shazam? Oh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let me. Oh, go back. 15.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think I have everything under control. There. Right, is everyone ready?
Yeah. Harry's going to go and eat his food now because otherwise he'll murder me.
Yeah, he does look close to murder cat mode, so
Yeah.
sort that out.
Yeah. I'll sort that out first and then maybe read some.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, happy reading, everyone. Hello.
No.
Right. Did everyone get on all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still enjoying cursed bread?
You can be honest here. This is a safe
It's
space.
interesting. I just like I am curious like about where it's gonna lead. So I guess that is at least I'll take it.
Oh dear. Amelia said, I'm only running out of access to audiobooks on Scribd and never for ones I've already started. And it happens at the end of the month because it's a monthly subscription. So you don't quit. Yeah. I've never had it happen to something I'm actively reading, but I have gone to look for something and it's gone. I'll be like, damn it. Oh, Margaret's just popped in. And then seeing the proportion of chat time to plod by scanning back. Yeah, there hasn't been much reading. A new abbreviation. Yes, can't be asked. So I am starting to lose the ability to form cohesive sentences. So I think we will probably say good night. But thank you very much to Sarah. It has been yucky jar to have you. I know that was not used in the right context, but we're just gonna go with it.
And Sarah did get 9 points. I checked.
Oh,
for the leaderboard.
9 points. Hang on. Let me sort this out. That's not the right pair. Yes, it is. Because otherwise I'll do it tomorrow and I'll forget.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Sarah. We appreciate it. It's been lovely nattering with you.
Yeah, it's been great.
Joining our
in all the worst ways.
I think this is quite tame for us, really. I think it was quite a tame, considering.
It wasn't too bad.
Oral history aside.
We didn't talk about the reproductive abilities of many animals today. So,
which is always a plus.
So, there.
I'll take it.
Okay, you are above. You're above.
So many people did so well.
I know. We've had quite the range, but you beat Eric Carl Anderson, so
that's surprising.
That's pretty good.
He must have been having a bad day.
Oh dear, I think he was quite surprised that we were asking him to name books in a timed fashion.
Yeah, he said he just froze. That's what he said.
I think he didn't do well under pressure.
He did not do well under pressure.
I can relate.
Oh, thank you, Amelia. No reaction to the book. Oh, wait, who won?
Who won?
I don't think it's out. I think she's hoping that we would stay until.
When's the winner?
Oh, wait.
Has it happened?
So is this is going to turn into an international booker reaction?
The live stream was for 9:40, so it's been on for like 20 minutes.
Surely they would have a winner by now.
Well,
there's somebody standing there with a trophy, but I don't think that that's one of the authors.
Oh, I'm literally.
I mean, maybe.
They must have a winner by now.
Oh, they just announced it. Who was it?
Who?
Was it Time Sheltered? Because that kind of looks like the guy that wrote Time Shelter, but I don't remember.
Charlie, who?
I just said congratulations.
I can't. We'll wait for them.
Yes, it's Time Shelter.
Oh, you got it right.
Yes.
Undefeated.
Yay!
Is that good?
I don't know. I haven't
that was my favorite.
That was
your
the one
favorite of the three.
I don't know how. I keep waiting for the.
What do you think will win the women's prize?
I said Black Butterflies. So hopefully,
Yeah,
but the
that's
women's
cool.
prize is the only prize that I've never been right of the ones that I've like looked at. But I didn't actually predict the winner last, like I didn't do a winner prediction, but I did do a review of the winner in which I said, I don't think it will win.
Yes.
That's the only thing close to a prediction I did, which was entirely false.
False.
So technically the women's prize, I don't have a good track record of.
You've got 1 in 6 chance. I mean,
but somehow I've gotten every other prize right for like the last or a Booker and International Booker. This makes it 5 in a row that I've gotten. And I just got the Carol Shields right, which I was really happy with.
Good work. Good work.
Especially since it's only happened 1 year. So now I can say that I've guessed 100% of the Carol Shields prize winners for at least a year.
International reaction now. International Booker reaction from us as well. There you go. Bonus.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh dear. And Margaret says she would be good at predicting winners as she's good at tarot. So Margaret, you're going to have to tell us who's going to win the women's prize.
Yes, please.
Please don't let it be Pod. So yes, thank you very much to everyone who's joined and commented, and obviously to our lovely guests Sarah and Alice and Charlie.
You're gonna do your Bob banner. Have you got a Bob banner?
Yeah, I've got a Bob banner. You're right, I do have a Bob banner.
Can't forget the Bob banner.
So the next Plod is next Monday at 8 o'clock on my channel with Bob, the bookerer who loves all of the books.
I love Bob.
Yay.
I'm gonna provoke him into saying mean things about books.
I'm gonna try my best.
Only specific books.
So we shall say goodbye here, and we'll see you next Monday with another one. Thanks, guys. Bye.